The Ford Data Center is powered by AT&T and by Comcast.
Well, I'd like to welcome everyone today to a very special event, as Tennessee's first high-density edge Tier 3 data center will be built right here behind us in the new SH Data Technologies, which will be coming to Knoxville, and the ribbon-cutting ceremony is expected to take place this July. Hello, everybody. I'm Mark Packer. I'm the MC for the event today. What we're going to do is we're going to do this as a pseudo broadcast. So you'll be able to watch on the monitors. We're going to interview on the side some of our folks. You're going to get to see renderings of the new SH Data Technologies. You'll get to see drone aerial footage of where it is with Knoxville. A lot of information today about a very, very exciting event for East Tennessee and the state. Let's head over to Sarah Mitchell, who's standing by with CEO Butch Smith.
This is a very exciting day for you. It's been a lot of planning in the process. How excited are you to see so many friends and family out here to celebrate just the beginning?
Number one, I can't believe how many people have shown up. We are so thankful. As I look at this for the past 28 years, and then the 5 years of planning for the data center, it is so unbelievable to know that we're here today.
But you are a visionary, and you have planned, you've sketched, you've thought about this project for quite some time. Walk us through that vision and how it is for you to stand here today at the groundbreaking of a very exciting event.
Well, what we did is we were initially just, when you see how the information management was changing, we knew that we had to do something different. And when we looked at it, we saw, okay, things are moving towards the data and big data storage facilities, and so we thought we better start moving in that direction, and that's what we did.
And SH Data Technologies will be part of the cutting edge part of Knoxville for the city, for the county, and for the state. How important was that for you in the planning of this?
To be honest, it wasn't something that I was sitting here going that I want this to be something that's big. I just want to be able to serve and be able to do something that is good for the community. However, I think that it will be something that will impact the community, but also we'll be able to bring stuff all over the world here. So this is a really, it's turned out to be a lot more than I ever expected.
Well, congratulations on a big day. Mark, we'll send it back to you.
All right, guys, thank you. What's going to happen here, just so you can all vision what's going to happen. The building right here, where you see the work already being done, will be phase 1 of a 4-phase process, which is expected to take 5 years. Phase 2 will be on the other side of the building. Phase 3 is where we're standing right now, and phase 4 will be down over here. Anytime you visit with Butch Smith and you ask him a bunch of questions, he's got a whole lot of knowledge, but he ends it with, you need to talk to Frank. So let's bring Frank Hutchison up here, and we'll talk to Frank. Hey, Frank.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to coming out and seeing us today and braving this cold January 29th weather. About 5 years ago, I had the honor of meeting our CEO, our fearless leader, Butch Smith. And I was working with AT&T at the time, and my Tennessee team came to me and they said, hey, we got this guy in Knoxville who wants to build a data center. I admit it. What I said was, I'm out of Atlanta, and I said, you know what? Let's get him to Atlanta. We'll take him to the AT&T data center in Atlanta. We'll take him to a Braves game. We're going to talk him out of it. So, well, not a very good salesperson, I'll tell you that. But so Butch and I had some time to spend that day, and we were talking. I said, you know, really, why Knoxville? Why do you want to do it in Knoxville? And I'll never forget what he said, and a lot of different reasons, but the main one was he said, you know, I want to do something. I want to serve this community and do something special for Knoxville and East Tennessee. And I got to tell you, I was hooked at that point. And I said, let me help you. Let me see what I can do to help you with that. So, you know, it was funny. Vision's a powerful thing. And those that have it are dreamers, but those that make it happen are leaders. And, you know, here we are 5 years later, and we're standing here, as Mark said, next to Tennessee's first Tier 3 data center, that high-density edge data center, and it's, you know, it's something that's going to provide data services on an unlimited scale. It's something amazing. It's something special. And I know everybody sits there and says, well, yeah, sure, it's Frank, it's special, you're part of that team, and is it really that special? And if it is, why is it that special? You know, and I'd say those are fair questions. You know, and I don't want to go into all the reasons why it's special, but I'll tell you that the thing that really stands out the most is the power. You know, and maybe it's the power of the city and a county coming together and recognizing the potential to put the technology map running through East Tennessee. You know, maybe it's the power of a lending institution that, you know, that took a chance and is taking a chance on some people trying to do something to serve the community. You know, maybe it's the power of the Chamber of Commerce, you know, noticing and seeing the value of having a true partner that they can showcase when they bring industry and create jobs and bring it to the area. You know, maybe it's the literal power from our partner KUB providing fully redundant electrical services, something that when you look at data centers and you talk about how reliable and available it is, it takes our numbers off the chart. You know, but at the end of the day, maybe, just maybe, it's about the vision of a man who wanted to say, I want to do something to serve the community and bring technology and community together. So I'm glad here to honor that 5 years later. And on behalf of myself and the SH Data Technologies team, I present to you the fort. Thank you.
Frank, thank you. And I think one thing that's important that people don't understand exactly what this is that to have this technology, you have to go over to an Atlanta or a Chicago to get this kind of technology. And for us to have this here financially as an economic impact on the city and the county, it's going to be exponential over the years. To talk more about that, I'll bring up Knoxville City Mayor Madeline Ruggiero.
Thank you. It is very exciting to be here to celebrate the kickoff of this game changer for Knoxville. I want to thank SH Data Technologies for choosing to invest heavily in Knoxville and especially here downtown. You know, we're on a roll right now with new private sector investment downtown and throughout our city, and SH Data Technologies will keep that momentum growing with this investment today. So congratulations to Frank and Butch and to the whole team. I'm really thrilled that you are investing tens of millions of dollars in creating a new state-of-the-art data storage center, Knoxville's first Tier 3 center. The fort will offer better hosting and security for business customers than is available anywhere else in this region. You will be the regional anchor for businesses with big data needs, and you will manage companies' IT services and help them set up technology strategies. As you say on your website, companies that locate here can get the help they need when they need it. And we are very excited that you are investing right here in this end of downtown. And as I understand it, this building, those of us know that the fort has needed some tender loving care for some time. That's true, right? So understand you're going to gut it, you're going to totally refurbish it into office space and data center space, and then with the next 4 phases, we'll continue to build out this whole development. This is a huge asset for our city, and we're pleased to support this project with a 5-year payment in lieu of taxes assistance. And I know, if you look around, you know that this is important to us when you see all the technology and data geeks in the crowd and all the economic developers in the crowd and the businesses. And I do want to recognize, I think 3 of my council members are here today, and I also express their gratitude for this. Councilman George Wallace, Councilman Andrew Roberto, and Councilwoman Gwen McKenzie. And I don't know if any others slipped in. I see my deputy to the mayor, Bill Lyons, is also here, our chief policy officer. We all share in our excitement. You know, you said that you all wanted to give back to us, to the community, And we appreciate that very much. But we also will continue to give back to you by continuing to create a really top-notch quality of life so that businesses want to come here and businesses who start here want to stay and expand. It's really a partnership. I see our friends from the Chamber, who I know work so closely with you all, Development Corporation, and our teams, our partners out here in this crowd that understand better than I do, because I'm not a technology geek, but I know enough that this is going to be something that is a game changer for Knoxville. It will be something great for our businesses. I also want to give a shout out to Ben Bentley from KCDC, who are also your neighbors here and good partners as well. So thank you. Welcome to East Summit Hill Avenue. We look forward to the project unfolding and look forward to a lot of prosperity for you all and for all the companies that benefit from this in our city. Thank you.
So I want to give you kind of a tour, if we will. If you can turn your attention to the video screens, and we're going to take a little virtual tour of the new SH Data Technologies. And to do something like this, you have to have incredible partners. And the partners that SH Data Technology has are incredible partners, starting with AT&T, with Comcast, a great partnership with KUB that we'll visit with them coming up in just a few minutes, and Bank of Tennessee. Windstream and WOW also going to be key partners, but a neat story are those people that are outside of East Tennessee who will invigorate our economy with resources from the outside, and that starts with CenturyLink and Zayo. Those two are not in Knoxville. They say that you bring it by planes, trains, and automobiles. Well, in this day and age with SH Data Technologies, they'll bring it here via fiber, as fiber will be connected to the outside, and all of their important data will be brought here, and it will be protected 100% with redundancy. I'm going to bring up now Knox County Mayor Tim Burchett.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you all very much for allowing me to be here. It's a pleasure. And thank you, Mayor O'Hara, for keeping the rain away. We appreciate that. That's a city job today. Yesterday it was county, so you got it today. Well, good afternoon, everybody. I want to introduce some folks that I work with in government. That was the opportunity for y'all to say good afternoon to me back. Let's try it one more time. Good afternoon, everybody. All right, thank you. There's some other people that I work with very closely that I'd like to introduce. Commissioner Evelyn Gill. Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Brad Anders, Brad in the back there, and Commissioner Carson Daly. Thank you all so much for being here, as well as Mike Edwards from the Chamber. Mike, I saw you back there somewhere. Butch Smith, who we'll hear from a little bit more here later, and Mentha Roach, heads up KUB. We appreciate everybody being here. I'm really excited to be here today to join everybody for the Fort groundbreaking. SH Data Technologies is making a very significant investment in our community. I'm happy they've chose to locate here. And I'm also happy that they're local people. And that's what we like. When local people decide to stay, when they can go anywhere else in the country, they choose to come here and stay here. Advanced and high-tech jobs are increasingly becoming a significant economic driver in our community. Data centers like this come into an area, and other tech jobs always tend to follow. Economic development is a team sport, and it takes many different people working together to be successful in this endeavor. In addition to companies like SH Data Technologies, partners like the Knoxville Chamber and East Tennessee Economic Development Agency are able to work together to help grow jobs in our community. So to everyone who worked to make this investment possible, I want to say thank you. And to everyone at SH Data Technologies, I wish you good luck and continued success. And I know there's a bunch of Smiths out there, and there's at least 3 grandbabies. If y'all could raise your hand so we could recognize the whole family. Thank y'all. At this time, I'll turn it back over to Mark Packer. Mark, thank you.
By the way, congratulations to Tim Burchett. That's the longest he's ever spoken. Longest he had ever gone before that was 18 seconds. He made it about 36 seconds. I'm very proud of you. Before we continue on up here, I would like to head over to Sarah with Mayor O'Hara for a little bit more about the economic impact. Ladies?
Thank you, Mark. Yeah, Mayor, you spoke just a moment about the growth of Knoxville and what you've seen through your tenure as mayor. How exciting is this project, though? Because it's a little different.
It is different, but it adds to the growth that we're already seeing. You know, in government, big data is more and more important and something we talk about and analyze how we can use it to improve city services. And I know the big data issues are important in the private sector as well. So to have a Tier 3 data center right here in Knoxville, biggest, that will serve the entire region is, as I said earlier, a game changer for Knoxville. It's going to help our local businesses. It's going to help us recruit new businesses. And I think it's going to continue to add to the economic vitality and the economic growth that we're seeing right here in Knoxville now.
What do you think this additionally does for our state as not only a cutting edge data center, but also just putting us as a huge point on the map because of jobs and because of so many opportunities with SH data centers?
Right. Well, certainly you said jobs. That's something that we're all very interested in growing jobs in our community. And I think for the entire state, this will have a benefit when you have this type of resource right here, particularly in the eastern end of the state.
Excellent. Thank you, Mayor. Mark, back to you.
Ladies, thank you. I'm going to bring up now a lady and a group that's the pressure's going to be on here, okay, because the power has got to be perfect. And that brings in KUB. The goal here is to redraw the technology map through East Tennessee. And one of the keys is KUB. Let's welcome Mintha Roach.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you all for inviting me to be here today and represent the Knoxville Utilities Board. And it's a great day for the Knoxville community. And let me just start out by saying that the mission of KUB is one thing. And in its simplest form, it is to serve our community. And that's what we try to do every day. And to that end, about 10 years ago, KUB developed a program that we call Century 2. It was to evaluate, prioritize, and replace aging infrastructure. You hear on the news all the time about aging infrastructure all across our country. Well, KUB is already doing something about it. So we started identifying where the needs were, and we got to work. And we believe that those investments are improving the reliability of our electric system. We see it in our data every day. But more importantly, the outside folks see it too. Recently, we were evaluated by the American Public Power Association. They have a certification called RP3, that's Reliable Public Power. And we were in the diamond category. There are 2,000 public power agencies across the United States, and only 1% are evaluated in the diamond category, and KUB was one of those. Thank you. Last Friday, we got the second evaluation, and believe it or not, speaking from your words, Mark, KUB scored perfect in the most recent evaluation from the RP3 evaluation. So we think that means that we can provide reliable power here. But because Butch Smith is such a great CEO, he did not rely on our data. He got his own consultants to come here and grilled us and looked at our information. And believe it or not, his consultants came back and said that they expect this facility at this location to have no more than 2 seconds of downtime per year. It's really incredible. And it all comes from the fact that we had already retooled the 2 substations that will be serving this facility, and we tied those 2 substations together. So it is our intent to not only provide all of our customers good service, to provide good service for our customers such as SH Data Technologies, and let them then recruit more businesses to our community. So before I close, I want to say thanks to the folks at KUB who do this work every day. Most of them are electrical engineers who aren't here. But there's one here that I do want to call out, and that's Ed Medford. And Butch told me if I didn't do it, he would do it. But Ed, where are you? He's somewhere around here. There he is. Ed does a great job working with the economic development agencies, and more importantly, understanding the needs of our customers who are looking to locate here in our community. So I thank the Chamber Partnership, I thank Ed, and I thank the entire KUB team for what they've done. I look forward to the growing business that is going to come here because of this facility, and we promise 2 seconds a year.
Mentha. Thank you, Mentha, and I apologize for Pete Michaels flying over trying to make sure there aren't any problems on the roadways. In the meantime, I want to give Mayor Burchett the opportunity to speak as well as Mayor Madeline Rogero. He's over there with Sarah Mitchell. Hey, guys.
Thanks, Mark. Yeah, Mayor, you, along with Mayor Rogero, have seen a lot of new businesses, a lot of growth in the Knoxville area. What does this project mean to you?
Well, being a Knoxville native, it means a whole lot that Butch and his family would decide, since they live here, to invest here as well. And they know the value of our community. And really, when folks come to the community and they want to see what's going on, the best thing we have going on is our people. The people are here what sells it. God's blessed us with a beautiful surroundings, nature, mountains, lakes, streams, and everything like that. But the reality is, businesses want to locate in areas where they know they can have quality people working, and they know the people in East Tennessee will show up. They'll give them a full day's work, and they'll look them in the eye and they'll shake their hand.
A company and a business and a facility like SH Data Technologies could be in any city in the U.S. What makes Knoxville so special that it would be right here, and where technology doesn't have to be backed up in big cities like Atlanta or Chicago, but right here in Knoxville?
Well, I think we're the best kept secret in the South, if not the nation. People come here, and that's what happens. They come here and visit, and they don't want to leave. We have companies all the time that come visit us, and they're just amazed at what we have here and just the value that we have in the hardworking folks. The technology jobs are coming here because they know the people will do the job, and they know how to do it.
How special is the leadership? You mentioned the Smith family, but the leadership behind SH Data Technologies, what can you say about them?
Top notch. You're not going to get anybody harder working or more honest than Butch Smith. I can tell you that. He's been a friend of mine for years, and he's golden as far as I'm concerned. He'll deliver, and if you meet him and you don't want to do business with him, then you obviously don't want to do any business, because he knows what's going on and he knows how to make money, and he'll make money for his customers. And I think that's really, and the trust factor too will amplify all that.
Big things are ahead for Knoxville. Mark, back to you.
All right, Sarah, Mayor, thank you. Okay, now let's bring up our CEO, Butch Smith. And Butch has been a friend for a long time. So much more than just business. I call Butch a friend. I think a lot of us do. And let's congratulate him on this new stage of his life.
Yeah, they gave me one too. Guys, I don't know what to say except thank you for being a part of this today. It's amazing to see the support, and it's really amazing to be able to work with such good people. It's been an awesome opportunity to work with Ed Medford, and I'll never stop saying your name, Ed, because you have been a godsend to us, and it's just been amazing to be able to work with you. But I've got to say all the thank yous real quick. To the mayors, thank you so much. Tim, thank you for the kind words, and I see you're holding a little one there. But I just want to, let me just run down. I don't want to forget anybody. Both the mayors, the chamber, Mike Edwards and Doug Lawyer, and all you guys, we thank you guys for working with us. The Industrial Development Board with Jim Craig and Todd Napier, thank you so much. Again, Ed and Mentha, you guys have been just phenomenal. I will never be able to say enough to you guys for the thank yous. Then for the state of Tennessee, Michelle Scarborough, and then also TVA, Roxanne Fry. Then also I'd like to thank our partners who have been with us, Ackerman for helping put on this production today, and then AT&T, CenturyLink and Level 3, Comcast, Windstream, Zayo, and WOW. Guys, it's amazing what goes on behind the scenes, and without your staff, without the guys that are with you, I wouldn't be standing here today. So I'm going to say a thank you to them. Because of them, we're here today. This vision started 28 years ago, which was very interesting. I was in banking, walked away from banking, started a business with 0 clients, with $20,000, and 25 years later, started a dream that started with the data center. And here we are today, getting ready to break ground. The thing that I've got to give my credit to, and I don't want to get emotional here, but you got to have family. The support of your family is awesome. And to have a beautiful wife that stands beside you. And I'll never forget the day that she shared while I was crying, hey, it's okay. I'm with you. We're going to get through this. And that was 7 years into my business. I was wondering if I should quit and stop. But today I look at this and I go, wow, this is awesome. To be able to say that we're putting in a data center with 4 phases, it's amazing to me. But I can't thank you enough, family. And to close this out, I want to ask my son to come up. He is a campus pastor at West Hills. He's going to give a little prayer for dedication for us, because that's the one thing we always have done, is give dedication to who has provided this. And so I ask you, if you don't mind, to let Jay say the blessing for this and dedicate it, and that we honor him with it. Guys, we thank you for being here. Couldn't thank you enough. Appreciate it. And I hope you guys enjoy the food too. So thank you guys. Oh, I know I left. I knew I would. Bank of Tennessee. Golly, without you guys, I wouldn't be standing here today. No. But hey, David Haynes, Tom Schmid, your whole staff, thank you guys. You guys are willing to step in with me and be a team partner, team player. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let me turn it over to Jay.
It's an honor to be a son of this guy right here, and I just appreciate you, man. Thanks for being an example to me as well. I love you, man. The scriptures are clear that God's people are his ambassadors, and we're revealing his glory not just from a pulpit, but from businesses, politicians, whatever sector we serve in. We're revealing the glory of the Creator God. And so let's go to him, if you'll join with me in asking his blessing. Father, today we first want to just say thank you for what you're doing in our city. Lord, I pray that this place would be a revelation, not just to the people who work inside of the building, but who walk outside of the building, who come in from all areas of the world. Lord, I pray that this would not be just a hub of energy, but it would be a hub of your spirit. God, would you reveal yourself through your people that you have placed? Lord, would they accept the responsibility of ambassadors receiving the calling that they have on their lives, not just as button pushers or movers of a pen, but God, placed there by you. Your sovereign will has placed each one of us where we are. Lord, I pray that this city would become known for this thing, the revealer of your glory. And God, this place is yours. We are yours, and we commit this place to you. This will be a hub for revealing your glory to this world. This I pray by your powerful and matchless name, Jesus. Amen. Amen. Let's just keep it.
Butch's dedicated microphone. Thank you, everyone, for coming today. The next time that we are together, we won't be standing here in jackets and long coats. We'll be standing here in jorts and T-shirts, because it'll be July, and that's when the ribbon cutting will happen here. So a lot has to be done between now and then. We invite all of you to come back then. In the meantime, we leave you with a look at downtown and how it relates to where we are at the new SH Data Technologies.